Okay, cool. So, welcome to your GIVeconomy sync. Today is not the 25th, it's actually the 24th. I just wrote it around. Yeah, cool. Okay. Can everyone mute when they're not talking? There's a lot of feedback. I think, Donna, maybe your side.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, it's okay, cool. Thank you. Awesome. Great. Okay, so let's just start with intentions, distractions. I'll go first quickly. My intentions for the call are to go through the board, sync up with everybody, and just check into where we're at, and especially see if there's anything we want that we need support from Pavle or anybody else while Amin is still on vacation. I'm not distracted, just a little like morning groggy. I'll pass it to Cherek.
Thank you. My intention is tackle with my updates and sync up with the other guys. I'm not distracted. I'll pass it to Griff.
I'm just excited to hear the latest and how close we are to getting some testing in, and here to support whatever I can. And I'll pass it to Ashley.
Hey guys, yeah, my intentions for the call, just check in with everybody, do the live stream, and see where we're at, see if there's anything I can add, and yeah, also kind of waiting for testing. And I will pass it to Donna.
Hi everyone. Well, I'm here to sync up on the gardens and see how we progress. Can we add Pavle to this call so he can attend this call? This is my suggestion. And I'm excited about the testing. And to be honest, this testing, it takes a lot of time. I just jumped into testing Giveth.io, which is so simpler than GIVeconomy. And it took a lot of time to test it. And yeah, I'm excited to jump into the testing. And I want to pass it on to Mitch.
Yeah, I'd like to catch up on the GIVeconomy stuff and see what's happening there. I have some updates regarding givebacks, EVM CRISPR. Good news. And that's it. Give those updates. And I don't know who's left since I was late.
Mohammed or Anson?
Yeah, take it, Mohammed.
Yeah, let's pass it to him.
Mohammed, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
It sounds really robotic.
Oh, so, I'll pass it to Anson.
It's better now. It's better now.
It's better?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I will.
Oh no.
And fear, like,
Hey, you're not gonna make it.
I'm not gonna make it. Sorry, Mohammed. Anson, take it. Sorry, Mohammed.
I'm just good morning. It's gobble gobble season. I'm just working on. My intention is to keep learning, but I may have some exciting updates fairly soon, and getting some work done. And I'm really excited to be more aware of how Giveth is operating, because I hope to be able to start looking at onboarding some projects somewhat soon. Really getting some positive feedback there. Yeah.
Hey, okay, great. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. So I think, well, first thing that I would love to, I mean, I want to go through the board, but before we go through the board, I'd love to just check in on like what the status is on like our package for testing. Because last week before Amin went on vacation, he was passing a few things off. And I know he had a sync meeting with you, Charik or Mohammed. So if one of you guys could just update us on just kind of the greater picture. I think he deployed, from my understanding, he deployed like the Give farm, but we still need to get the reward pool in the Give garden. So anyway, I would love to get updates from anyone who knows what's going on there first.
Yeah, I can just give some updates for the next deployment number 4. Amin should send me a Give garden address, so I'm waiting for its address to deploy it. So I didn't deploy it. I just want for this address, and then I can deploy it.
Oh, I have a question. Give garden address, you mean like the address of the garden? So basically just like the link to the new Give garden that we created?
I don't know. I just know we have a garden address that they get about the contract address, but I don't know what is it.
Do you know what the contract does?
No.
Do you have a link to that line of code, and maybe we can figure out which one it is?
The previous garden address, I just have a previous garden address, but I don't know what's the new one.
Well, this is our newest garden that I just opened. Yeah. I can send you this.
This is. Maybe this is the address because I don't know.
I mean, there's a lot of addresses. There's a lot of addresses for the garden. So there's the garden unipool, which is like I think the context of where this address is and how it's used would help us figure out exactly which address is needed.
I can have a call with ask about it, but I didn't really. What is it? We have a value here in the code in garden address, and it's not filled with new one. The previous one is something like this. I can send it for you.
And if you have a link to the code, the line of code, then maybe I could just like do context. This.
Yeah. Let's see.
The other thing with the Give garden that Amin was saying before is that we need to change, like we have this new garden and we need to change the rewards unipool, like the unipool contract for the rewards. And so Amin didn't have time to show me how to do it. So he was saying to reach out to Sem and do that. But I'm thinking that like maybe if it sounds, Amin's back Monday and it's already Wednesday. So I bet you there's a lot of other things that we can like focus on just like fixing up on the front end and the back end. And then when Amin comes back on Monday, he can deploy it. But in the meantime, it would be great if we could get the right rewards contract in the garden, and also, and just like have everything else set up. So maybe Charik or Mohammed, can you guys just give us like an update of where we're at with this? Because like, I made that crazy epic of many issues that were all just kind of like change this number and this is where it comes from. Have you guys been making progress on that?
Yeah, if you see the board, we're working on it. They are not finished, but we are working, and I think half of them was finished. But because Amin is absent, the progress is going slow. So some numbers is not ready, and Mohammed working on it. Maybe Mohammed can say more about it. Mohammed left.
Hey, Muhammad, can you hear us? Oh, is he gone? No,
Yeah.
he's gone.
Yeah. Let me.
Okay, well, so maybe we can just go through the board then and see what there is. I would love if, I don't know, I bet you there's lots of things that we can do while Amin isn't here that doesn't require Amin. Maybe. Okay, so let's just go, we can just go through the issues that are here. So.
And just really quick, Chair, can you send me something I can chew on so I can like try to
I use we use a garden address for wrapping, unwrapping functionality. Helping for the wrap.
Cool. And can you send me what the last address was, or send me a couple links or something?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, great. And yeah, okay, great. Let's just go through the board. Let's do that. So, oops. Okay. I think that this is already working fine. This gardens claim rewards thing is working fine. Now it's like, oh no, it doesn't show anything. Okay, I think we need to wait, and we need to wait to see that tested. Choosing params for the Give Garden. That's going to come later. UniV3 pool implementation with NFT staking design. So I think this is done, right? Tarek, you had finished the code refactor from Fabio?
Yeah, it's finished.
Sorry, I can just move this. Good stuff. And so these give backs dollar value, give farm total, claimable rewards dollar value. These you guys are still hacking on, right?
Yeah, all dollar values are ready. Just Muhammad has some small issues about XDAI network, but in the front end it's finished. And if I need just address from Muhammad to give me, and it's working. So I didn't move it to done and wait for Muhammad to. But
Sounds
in
good.
the main network it's working.
Yeah. Yeah. So for the give drop, I actually think that the give drop design is finished, except we might add a page later for delegation. Tarek, do you have bandwidth to be doing more stuff? Because I could just like confirm with Marco that the give drop design fixes are like complete and like to a place where you could start fixing up that like front end deployment of the give drop.
I can work on it, but I
maybe
didn't.
This wouldn't be blocked by Amin, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll just confirm. Okay. And then if it's all finished, then I'll send you a message, and then you could work on implementing those changes for the give drop front end.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So the give drop list. So Aldine has been filling in all the missing addresses, right, Griff? And then, but this is still just like same status. Aldine's finding more addresses, and then
pretty much, other than Hannah, Jojo is probably going to. I assume she's going to pass off the task and pass it to me to finish off.
Okay, cool. The user testing guidelines for XDAI. Yeah, so I mean, I'm kind of just like waiting for the links. I'll finish that after Amin comes back. Finalize Give Farm bi-weekly rewards distribution. I think that this vote has finally closed, actually. So I think we can move this to done. Yeah. Okay, yay. Great. One abstain and 8 yeses. Good stuff. Cool. So that's nice. Great. XDAI deployment of give drop testing. I think we can wait till Amin comes back and we can fix the give drop. The giving block projects, maybe Ashley or Mitch or anybody who's like really synced in with what's going on Giveth.io. Do we know like where this is in priority queue?
It's like in just about ready for testing. So Carlos just needs to test the scraping, and then I think it's like pretty much ready to go. So we're just on the final home run sprint.
That's awesome. And then the thing about kind of like making sure that we have like a tweet in there being like, make sure Gemini accepts give tokens. Has that process been fixed? Or designed?
I don't know that it's been designed. That was something that Mateo was working on. I can check in with him and then update in this issue where it's at.
Yeah, that sounds good. I think Marco was also going to just like add something to it. Okay, cool. Back in for the give stream history table. I know that Mohammed was working. Is Mohammed back? No.
I have some questions about this table.
Yeah, hit it.
I get the data about the history, but there is some issues about distributor. We have a field distributor here that return me, for example, so let me check it, and it's send me my balancer LM for null, or I think, I don't know, Uniswap LM, but I want to know how I map them to this give farm, give gardens, and which icon should I use for them. Because some of them are null and there is nothing here. Some of them are, I know, for example, Balancer is the give garden, I think. But for the rest of them, I don't know how can I map them together.
I think Balancer would actually be the give farm. So, like if it's like Balancer, Sushi Swap, Honey Swap, it would all be give farm. The one coming from Gardens, I don't know if there's one that's coming directly from the Gardens, but we have like our rewards contract, like I think as part of the garden. So maybe it says like Gardens in some way. That would be the give garden one. Basically all the other like liquidity mining ones will be give farm.
Yeah. So we have give farm and give garden. What would give backs? We don't have it.
Yeah, give backs would be coming from the token distro, or this is like part of I think what Mohammed was working on, kind of like splitting up, because it's like the givebacks come from the token distro, but in order to like keep the numbers separate of like what came from givebacks and what's coming from like the give stream, I think we just like need to like have an extra calculation in between. Because the givebacks are like being rewarded, like we run like a query and then we have like our give distribute the givebacks to the people, but it's like we know how much everybody earns for givebacks based on like the tokens that are for that round and how much they donated to verified projects.
Some distributors are null. Maybe there's the situation that when I get the data from the backend, the distributor is null. Could you please describe this situation? Can you hear me, Mohammed?
Sorry for my bad internet. I moved my car and now my internet is better. Some data is not because maybe we don't have events for that contract, or maybe because I use the wrong contact address, because we have lots of contracts, and after deployed version 4 of contracts, I'm a little confused. I should double check it with Amin to know what contracts should I use. But about the business, I don't know. All the distributors, some tokens comes from not any of distributors. But and I don't know what should you do in this case. Sorry, because I'm not. I don't know a lot. I can't explain well. Sorry about that. But we have some token allocations, but some of them it's not coming from garden pool or unipool or the something that I index the events of that smart contract. Is this possible, or it's maybe this is my bug? If it's not possible,
it is possible. It'll come I mean, there will be distributions that happen from the RGive DAO itself directly. This is mostly givebacks, but also there'll be like vesting and some other things. And I think for the vesting, for instance, we don't have to show it on the UI because it's just the team. But the givebacks we definitely want to show on the UI, but it'll have its own function call coming out of the token distro. So there's the distributors, which is like the garden unipool, and they're calling the distro, and then the distro sends the tokens out. In this case, it'll be the RGive DAO calling a specific function in the distro.
Got it.
But I don't know about what in deployment 4 and which ones, because we didn't do any RGive testing, I don't think.
Oh. So maybe this is my bug. I index the token distro, allocate events, and create some token distro entities in the graph. And after I listen to Garden Unipool, the event that, hey, I have sent some tokens, I changed the distributor of that entity to Garden Unipool or something else. So some of them it's not set. Maybe I didn't index correctly. Maybe I used some not correct contract address. I should check it with Amin after he's back, or I can check it again myself. Okay.
Okay, it sounds like it would be good to check in with Amin. That seems just more efficient. I bet you there's lots of other more things you can do. But yeah, or check it yourself. But yeah, I think some of these things, it's like, Amin's gonna be back in just a few days. We might as well wait just a few days if he's gonna be a lot more helpful. But cool. Okay, so let's just keep checking through the rest of these small things. I guess. Oh, it looks like this issue is actually done, Jarek. Right? You updated all these things. Are you there, Jarek? Oh, yeah. Oh, you're
Excuse me, I'm mute. Yeah, I think I checked the sub-issues that I'm done, but about... yeah, I think it's done. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, looks done. Nice. And then for the Give farm... I think this one is there are actually smaller issues about each of the numbers. So maybe this one isn't finished yet. Yeah. Because this has the APR and the streaming. So
yeah,
I'll just leave it there.
Left it for Amin.
Yeah, good. Give stream. Did you fix? Oh, you didn't fix these small things.
Yeah,
yet,
I think, yeah, it's fixed. Yeah.
Oh, it's fixed?
These two. What about flow rate? How can I calculate the flow rate? What?
The flow rate is basically it's also coming, I think, from the history table, but it's basically whatever is allocated to, it's whatever that's allocated to the user from the token distro that's vested, divided by the amount of time that remains in the stream. So it's the tokens that are locked divided by the time remaining in the stream from the distro.
Yeah. Okay.
It should be pretty consistent to calculate, because I don't think you actually need to know how much is being allocated, because it's you're losing time. So There should be a really easy calculation for the stream, and it'll be like it'll be the same. It should be the same every time. Kind of a weird thing, but even though the percentage is changing, also the percentage of time left is changing. So they're both decreasing at the same rate. So if someone earns 100 tokens, but 10% is being unlocked and 90% is being unlocked, the stream will be something. But if someone later on earns 100 tokens, and the stream is 20% unlocked and 80% is streaming, then it's still the same number. Right. So there should be a direct link between the number of tokens earned and what the stream flow rate is.
Okay.
I can look at that in a second. Let me see if I can pull it out in a couple minutes.
Okay. Cool.
The progress bar is okay.
Oh yeah, the progress bar is working now.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So I'll just check this one. And this is fixed, you said.
Yeah.
And then we're just waiting on the stream flow rate. Mm-hmm. Okay. Are these fixed? Like the button links?
Yeah.
And great. Okay. Great. So givebacks. Yeah, have you checked out this one yet, Cherk? I think some of them are like changing.
Assign to me?
Not yet. Let me assign it to you.
Yeah.
It's not only. I think some of the issues are like we're also needing support from Amin and Mohammed, but some of them I think can be changed. Like the give allocated to the round is always going to be 1 million. And then like these start and end dates, it's like every 2 weeks. 2 weeks are added and 2 weeks are added. And then same with like this 8. It's like every 2 weeks it ticks up, you know? So every 2 weeks it's like givebacks round 1. And then 2 weeks later it's round 2. And then etc.
Okay.
Yeah, and then also like where these links go. Donate, give should go to here. Verify your project should go to here. I added just like the links that are there. And then the harvest pop-up needs to be added there as well. So it's like when you click harvest, you get like the pop-up that Marco had designed.
I didn't do anything for harvest because
cool.
the number is not ready. Yeah, after that I started.
All right, sounds good.
The functionality is okay, but for the modal and the numbers, we should prepare them from the backend so I can implement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. So that's kind of like everything we have here in Sprint Backlog. Then user flow for voting power delegation. So I actually haven't checked in yet if the delegation has been completed with the gardens team. I'm not really sure. Actually, I was, Mitch, you were in this call. Are you paying attention? Because we were talking about this before that. I don't know if you want to maybe follow up with this and like take on kind of like coordinating with Marco, making sure that the delegation function is working by asking like in the Give Gardens chat, and then chatting with Marco about like how to just make that flow make sense. It's kind of like a comms / designy thing. Would that be, do you want to do that?
Is there an issue for it?
Yeah, it's this one.
It's that one there. Okay.
Yeah. If you don't want to do it, I mean, I can do it. I was doing it ish before, and I was going to coordinate with Marco, but I know you were saying you wanted to do a few more things with the GIVeconomy.
Yeah, just tag me on it.
Okay. Cool. And we can chat if you have any questions.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay. Unit tests. Unity v3 pool unit tests. I don't really know. Yeah, I think Mohammed was working on creating unit tests to test the Unity v3 pool. No, you're not doing this?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so Pavle is doing this. Okay. I think sort the people who don't have addresses and decide who's getting the addresses for them. I guess the Algene is working on this, and it's just part of the give drop issue, right? Oops. Give stream, auditing the give drop. I think actually a lot of these issues are still coming later things. So like I'll just check out what's in new issues. We're almost done. Add links to bridge. Yeah, from X-Day to mainnet UI, create auto report to share with Gemini. Make sure extra UniV3 pool rewards carry over. I think these are just communication issues. We've got all these issues with like changing all of the numbers, and we need a mean for that. Add all our partners to our airdrop list. That's kind of a reminder for you, Griff. Great. Cool. Okay, that's everything that's on the board. Is there anything else that we should hack on during this time in the call? Yeah, I guess it would be good to know, like, I mean, what can we work on for the remainder of the week? Like, what things can we focus on before Amin gets back, and like, who's taking on what pieces? Maybe we could just like do a round of, yeah, like where our focus is going to be. Yeah, unless somebody has anything in particular they want to like ask or hack on right now.
What issue was the give stream question about?
I get it. Wow. This back end, this one, right? Or the flow rate?
What's the issue number? The flow rate.
The flow rate one was part of 115.
Thank you.
Okay, great. Cool. Let's just we can do kind of like a closing-ish round, or maybe like anything else will surface of just kind of like the pieces of the GIVeconomy that we can focus on for the remainder of the week before Amin gets back. I'll start. Okay. Yeah, my focus is, well, I'm going to check in with Marco on the give drop design thing and try to empower Mitch to take over this like delegation or just like chase the gardens team on it. Yeah, that's my focus for the next like couple of days, and just checking with everybody on where we're at and like getting closer to like maybe making this test deployment. I'll pass it to Chair.
Yeah. I'm focusing on implement UI things that remain. Some details are remaining. So I'm focusing on implement them. Also, I'm focusing on get some numbers that I can calculate them without them, like the farm and give garden and the flow rate. So I'm working on them. Yeah. I pass it to Mohammed.
Hey guys, I should have more calls with Cherry to be synced in front and back end and queries that we want. And I would work with indexing contracts entities. I'm a little confused. I ask in the communities. I ask from Fabio. I do everything that I can, but I'm not efficient that much that I expect from myself. So I should spend some time on that until Amin will be back. I pass it to Donna.
No, for my focus is more on dApps. Till we have something that I can test. Lauren, do we have something that I can test? I can test gardens again, or I don't know.
No, not really. I mean, until we get like this next deployment up and running, and then we actually like even testing the give garden, I don't think it is really necessary yet, because the things that would be cool to test in the Give Garden are like particularly like the rewards and the wrapping and the claiming and all of these things. So it's like I would say after Amin gets back and we have like the fourth deployment like all sorted, then testing will come in, but not for right now.
But I really want to take a small task, because I'm really apart from just like disconnected from GIVeconomy. So if you have anything even small, just let me know, so I just get connected to GIVeconomy and
Okay, yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. Even this week, I'm like kind of on vacation and sort of like not working as much. But if I have something, I'll definitely pass it to you.
Yeah.
The only things I have right now are just like small follow-up things. But thanks, Donna.
Even if it's small follow-up, just let me know.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay.
Can you pass it?
Oh yeah, I pass it on to Mitch.
Thanks. I had a really great eureka moment with Sam this week, where I was able to successfully run EVM scripts and create the votes for the Merkle distro and the token distro in the RGive. And then the votes passed, but they were unexecutable. So close, but still so far. So what I have to do is chase Sam to figure out why these don't work, and hopefully there's a simple solution. So progress, yet not quite.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Can I throw something else at you, since you're chasing Sam already? If you're chasing Sam like in the next couple of days, can you also get him to help you create a proposal in the Give Garden that replaces the rewards contract with the one that we actually need? I don't really know how to do it. And Amin was like, you need to do something and ask Sam. And so maybe if you're chasing Sam a little bit on this Merkle distro and RGive stuff, you could just like add that in, and then you could get the rewards contract in the Give Garden working properly, and it would be so great.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to give me more context for that issue.
Okay, let's sync up. We can sync up right after this call.
Okay. Anyway,
okay,
that's what I'm at, and I will pass it to Ashley.
Yeah, thanks. My focus for the week, I guess, right now for GIVeconomy stuff is going to be just trying to have the Giving Block projects implementation like finalized with the tweet and all that. So we're really close, at least on the back end part with Carlos, and then I'm going to chase Mateo a little bit and see what we need to do for the tweet. And I will pass it to Anson.
Heavens. Oh heavens, you didn't have to do that. I am my goal for the week is to get this renters project that we were working on in Charlottesville sufficiently documented that we can actually have something to put on Giveth by the end of the I'm chilling now, Griff. That I learned that one from you. But yeah, no, we're going to try and have a rent. Actually, the thing we're looking at is how to make it, how to best use Giveth, is have the best community. Yeah.
Here, I can take it. My focus for the week is to get the give drop out. I think that's going to be the big focus for the week, and also to enjoy hot springs and relax and not work so hard. I think Cherik, looking at it, it's the thing that wraps and unwraps for the garden address that you're looking for, which I think is the token, and I actually will pass it to Pavle, and I'd like to hear it if you happen to know this at all, Pavle, just by running through tests and stuff. But the thing that wraps and unwraps and mints the GGive token is the address that you need. So we should have that address already, and I'll try to hunt it down. Also, but for that and from that, I'll just pass it to Pavle. Pavle, welcome to the party. Do you know if it's the token contract, or is it the token manager address that wraps and unwraps tokens in the Give Garden? I'm sorry, probably you don't know, but thought I'd throw it there to you anyway.
Hello. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble with the connection because I had to connect via a mobile link, and sorry I'm late. So I didn't catch the last sentence from Griff at all, and also I don't know if you can hear me properly.
We can hear you well.
Okay, so
I was just asking if you happen to know what contract mints like the governance tokens in the garden. You might not at all, but
I'm looking into it right now. So since I'm just basically onboarding into the project, I'm just kind of going through all the code and trying to improve some stuff that left and right that I can take a look regarding tests and stuff like that. But so far, like I haven't been exposed to, for example, OneHive's contracts at all. I'm looking at them right now. For example, the token manager stuff and the stuff that attaches to the hook in the token manager in our code base. How does that work? It's a part of the Argon's code base and so on and so forth. So I'm looking at it right now. So I don't really know how to answer your question, but I can try and find out and get back to whoever wants to know. So maybe that can be a task for me. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Also, I took a little bit of an aside to just like see if I can improve the overall testing infrastructure and through these deployment fixtures that can help out. But again, this is not something that's a feature for testing. It's something to just improve the testing flow because it speeds it up quite a bit. It's also something that we can implement a bit later with the rest of the changes and so on and so forth. So yeah, that's on my side. Hi everybody, I'm new. And I'll be trying to bring as much value as I can to this project as quickly as I can. But if you can reach out to me anytime you want to like get to know me or to like help me find my way. And yeah, that's about it. I don't know. Since I joined a little late, I don't know who I can pass this to next. So whoever wants to go ahead after me can do so freely.
Yeah, you were actually the last person. So we just did a round. We went through all the issues on the board, and then we did a round of kind of like what everybody's focusing on this week while Amin is gone. Because we miss Amin a lot. But okay. Great. Well, thanks everybody. I don't have anything else that we need to go over for this call unless there's any other questions or issues that we need to work up as a group. Otherwise, we can take this extra 20 minutes and then maybe sync on our smaller tasks. Like I know that Cherek wanted to talk to Mohammed and I want to talk to Mitch and now I want to talk to Pavle and see if I can help. And yeah, if there's anything else, is there anything else?
I want to say congratulations and happy birthday to Griff.
Oh yeah.
So that's the last thing I want to say, and congratulations, have a blast, and the cake seems delicious.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's a chocolate cake with strawberries on the top, so
Yeah.
It's actually a raw vegan cake, so it's all like healthy ingredients.
Okay, that's cool. So
Yeah. Happy birthday, Griff. Our good
Happy
father.
birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy
Happy
birthday! Happy birthday! Happy birthday to you!
Really needed Anson for this part. His voice is very great.
Yeah, I'm glad Ashley recorded this one.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you all so much.
Good.
Okay, thanks everyone so much. Nice call. Now you get 20 minutes-ish, 15 minutes back in your day. Feel free to reach out to anybody that you need any questions from. Yeah, we'll talk soon.
Good.
Bye, guys. Cheers.